I got you right here.
Caleb Sweet Hands Plant. What'd you think about the fight tonight, Benavidez versus Morrel?
Man, hell of a fight. Morrell's a hell of a fighter. Benavidez, hell of a fighter. And, you know, proud of both guys going in there, giving the fans, you know, a big fight. That's what it's about. The best fighting the best. You know, two guys who don't like each other, they get in there, they settle like men. What more could you ask for?
It was a great fight. And the fight was at 175, so not you're at 168.
Yeah.
What fight do you think could, in 2025,
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Hey, Trevor. What's up, man? Kevin Garcia with Fight Hype. What'd you think of the fight, man?
Man, tremendous fight. It was a great fight.
Listen, we still don't know who won. I mean, logics would tell you most people are going to have Benavidez winning this fight, but since we don't know yet, who do you think won the fight?
Benavidez. Yeah, he won it by decision. And then, you know, that one knockdown, that was a knockdown. Then he had that point deducted, Morrel did, so.
Devin, what'd you think?
Benavidez is a monster. I fuck with Benavidez.
Who would you like to see him fight next?
Huh?
Who would you like to see him fight next?
Canelo, better be it. Both of them.
All right, what do you tell Jose Ramirez?
Get ready.
Let me take off your mic.
Sean Chantel. What? I'll do Sean, and then I'll do you. Okay, and then I'm gonna go meet my daughter and her husband. All right? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Jim, I know you just wrapped up a long night on ppv.com calling the action.
That shit real short.
Go ahead.
She's not in the rooms when they send offers. I know what the offer they sent me, and guess what? If they gonna pay me less from the first time I fought her, ain't no fight. You gonna pay me my money, because guess what? I'm undisputed, the one and only, the bomb. So you gonna have to come with respect. And yeah, she already know what time it is. She love me though, for real.
Any predictions on
You know, I think Clarissa's gonna dominate. I think Perkins is a great opponent. She's solid, but you know, Clarissa's in clinch. She in her own. You know, it's always good. You know?
What do you think when
I think I would love to see a rematch. I think it was a great fight. I think a lot of people probably underestimated Morrel, but you know, Benavidez showed out, and we just have to see what's next.
Speaking of underestimating Morrel, 118 in a way. You think that scorecard was a little too far out?
You know, like it's boxing.
You know, like I
Can't
said,
really, it's boxing. That's all I can say to that.
Alicia, listen, the other day I talked to Michaela, man. I got to ask you. She said she sent you a contract.
Man, listen, let me
Did
tell you.
she?
End of the day, toward the end of the fight, Morrel, with his straight-ahead attack, finally got to him and scored what I would call a flash knockdown. I don't know if Benavidez had already put his clubs back in the bag at that moment and was counting the money from a clear win. But, you know, at the end of the day, Morrel showed some of his talent and his potential. But if there's one thing that Morrel should learn from the fight tonight, it is that you have to throw body punches to be the best you can be in this sport, and particularly in the way that we fight here in the United States. I went into the 10th round saying on PPV.com that I didn't think I had seen Morrel land a single significant body punch in the fight to that point. And Benavidez was constantly hammering with body shots to go along with the roundhouse shots upstairs. So,
I mean, bro, Benavidez' pressure was strong, man.
A good fight, real good fight.
Rolly, we got to talk about you, Rolly. Rolly versus Ryan. Talk to us about it. This fight, how did it come about? What should we expect? What up, my guy?
Being that he's suing, Ryan, and I mean, Ryan did test positive. I mean, is it fair that he's getting the scrutiny that he's getting, like you said?
Well, as a competitor, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like the way Devin went about it, but I get it at the same time. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, man, it's up to Devin. Devin. I get it. I get why he went the route that he did. At the end of the day, don't nobody want their zero taken. Especially when somebody cheating or whatever the case might be.
What is your opinion on the point deducted from Morrel? Did you think that was the right decision by the ref, or do you think that he landed a punch, at an awkward time?
I thought it canceled out well. I didn't think it was a knockdown, but it didn't really hurt Benavidez. And then, I think Morrel was just defending himself. Benavidez threw a few shots after the bell, so Morrel just reciprocated that.
168 pounds. What's next for you, Trevor?
Man.
This was a tense fight from the start. Did anything surprise you in there tonight?
Yeah, not really, because I prepared for everything. I knew he was a great fighter, so I had to get my P's and Q's. Head movement was good, defense was good. To be honest, I thought he was going to hit harder, but he did it.
The fight got a little bit chippy in the second half, including in round 11.
Output fights that we used to.
How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. It was a good fight tonight.
Yeah, it was. Did you see my fight or no?
I got here late, so I missed it, but I'm sure you did stay.
I did.
You're smiling,
8-0.
Yeah, you smiling, so I know you won.
You told me all about it.
I'm a mental coach.
Who?
I'm David's mental coach.
This was a tense fight from the start. Did anything surprise you in there tonight?
Yeah, not really, because I prepared for everything. I knew he was a great fighter, so I had to get my P's and Q's. Head movement was good, defense was good. To be honest, I thought he was going to hit harder, but he did it.
The fight got a little bit chippy in the second half, including in round 11 when he hit you after the bell was deducted a point. How hurt were you by that shot?
I wasn't really hurt, but it was after the bell, you know what I mean? But that was a little bullshit-ass knockdown, though. The motherfucker caught me.
We got in there, we settled it like men, and that's what it's about. So tip my hat to Mr. David Benavidez, another great win, another great performance, and he gets more experience that he can carry to the next fight.
We need that Charlo against you,
Oh yeah, we need that Charlo fight, that Berlanga fight, that Munguia fight, the Canelo rematch. You guys know I'm down to roll with it.
Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev have recently shared their remarks, shedding light on how they view the fight. Both champions expressed their respect for the fighters involved, but their thoughts were carefully nuanced, reflecting their understanding of boxing's unpredictability and the evolving dynamics in the ring. In the interview, they were seen answering some questions regarding the upcoming clash between David Benavidez and David Morrell. Both Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev were somewhat hesitant to make concrete predictions.
Derek, what do you think of the fight?
I thought it was exciting. I thought it was exhilarating. I thought it was I thought the fight was really good. I thought maybe if he threw more shots up the middle, he probably would have stopped him. Body shots.
Yeah.
And because he has less muscle, he doesn't get tired. Shout out to his stamina. He has crazy stamina.
Bivol, who has sparred with Benavidez in the past, acknowledged his respect for both fighters, but chose to refrain from picking a clear winner. "I don't wish to fight David Morrell," Bivol explained, expressing a more neutral stance on the matter. However, he recognized Morrell's ability, noting that he had heard a lot about him and believed the 11-0 knockout boxer to be a very skilled fighter. "When the fight happens, I will watch," Bivol added, indicating his interest in seeing how the bout unfolds rather than making an outright prediction. Artur Beterbiev, on the other hand, also refrained from offering a firm opinion on the outcome. "I don't know," the 21-0, 20 knockout fighter said, when asked who he thought would win the fight. What's clear from both champions is that Benavidez and Morrel represent two very different challenges. The monster Bandeira, known for his offensive pressure, speed, and power, is a formidable opponent with a proven track record. With the contest now set for Saturday, Garcia is already looking forward to what he believes will be one of the greatest fights of today. That's going to be another one that the boxing world is going to be waiting for. Just like we were waiting for Bivol versus Beterbiev, Garcia said in an interview with Fight Hub TV. "I think this one is going to be just as good or even better."
Your reaction to that?
To be honest, I don't think too much about their fight because I have my own business with Beterbiev. But I understand you want to ask me what's next if you win this fight, and I'm focused only on my fight.
Leading up to the fight, there was plenty of trash talk between both camps. At the final press conference, things got heated, with Morrell's team accusing Benavidez of being one-dimensional. But on fight night, Benavidez silenced all doubters. From the opening bell, he controlled the pace, pressing forward relentlessly, cutting off the ring and landing sharp combinations that made Morrel visibly uncomfortable. Chris Algieri, a former world champion turned analyst, admitted he was shocked by just how dominant Benavidez looked. "I thought this fight was going to be more competitive," he said. "I expected a war, but what we got was one man completely taking over. I got to say, at 175, Benavidez looks like a monster. If he was a problem at 168, he's even scarier now. Morrel is a fantastic fighter, but Benavidez just bullied him in there."
I just don't care at all. And about Morrel, I didn't see a lot of his fights. I didn't see his fights, to be honest, at all.
The winner of the Benavidez versus Morrel fight is the mandatory now for the winner of this fight.
Terence Crawford had a lot to say after watching David Benavidez put on a dominant performance against David Morrell, the undisputed welterweight champion, who is currently planning to move up in weight to fight Canelo Alvarez in September. Was asked about Benavidez's performance and potential future matchups in the division. "Benavidez is a great fighter, man. You got to give him credit. He showed great skill, great control in that fight," Crawford said, shaking his head as he replayed the fight's most brutal moments in his mind. "Morrel is no joke, but Benavidez made him look ordinary. That was a statement win."
3 generations.
When asked whether Benavidez could be a possible opponent for him after his showdown with Canelo, Crawford didn't dismiss the idea outright. "We'll have to wait and see," he said. "I mean, after Canelo, I'll know exactly where I stand at this weight. But you can't count Benavidez out completely. The guy is a problem." Joseph Benavidez Sr., the father and trainer of David Benavidez, was overjoyed by his son's victory and wasted no time in setting the record straight about the pre-fight hype. "Man, Morrel's team was acting like we were scared, like we weren't ready," he said, shaking his head with a grin. "They said we were robotic, flat-footed, predictable. But I think my son just proved he's the most dangerous fighter in the division. He handled Morrel, broke him down round by round, and never let him breathe."